Hey NJ. 장콩님. Half Moon name feels so good name. How are you guys? On the train from Seoul to Daejeon. Okay. All right. It's going. You're going back home then? No, wait. Do you live in Seoul? You live in Daejeon, don't you, NJ? So you're going back home. Okay, cool. Did you have fun in Seoul? What did you do in Seoul? SJ name, MS name. Doing all right? How are ya? Greetings from Australia. Hey! How are things in Australia? It's winter there, isn't it? Is it cold? Pepsinim, hello? How you doing? How are ya? I participated in some kind of workshop, nonviolent communication. Nonviolent communication. Interesting. A workshop. Huh. It sounds kind of like a seminar more than a workshop. I don't know, maybe it's like a workshop. Yeah. This weekend has been so hot. It's been so hot. I took my dogs out quite late last night and it was still really hot. Oh my god. And, you know, when I checked the temperature, of course, it's like around 34, 35. Jesus. Yes, I think so. I'm having just some pudding. Chocolate pudding. Do you cut your hair? Yeah, you know, but like once or twice a week. I just took a shower actually, and you're right. Yeah, I just got my hair cut. Hello. Yes, it's winter here in Melbourne and a bit chill. Cool. Okay. I could really use some winter weather here. Man. Your AC is finally working. Good. Good for you. That's why I feel with climate change. Yeah, chocolate. Oh, thank you. So nice of you to say. So, I was just talking to my wife about what we're going to do with our dogs. And I think we're going to take them out later tonight, maybe like 9:30, long after the sun has set. And so if that's the case, I probably won't be able to stream tonight. And so I just wanted to spend some time with you guys. Do dogs feel the heat? Yeah, of course they do. And, you know, they have it worse. They have it worse because they're bare feet. And when you go out, the ground is usually, you know, the ground is really hot, right? Throughout the day, it gets really heat up, especially on a clear day like today. And it doesn't matter if you take them take them out even at night. The ground is already heated. And so, can you imagine crawling on 4 legs? What kind of dog do you raise? I have a golden retriever and an Italian greyhound. Oh, you noticed the Red Hot Chili Peppers logo? Cool. I gotta say, I was never a huge fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers, although I did enjoy a few of their songs. Not many. I think one of the songs I liked was... what was it? Shit, forgot the title. Yeah, forgot the title. For 14 participants, 2 teachers, it was sort of like some self-healing journey. Talked about trauma and painful memories that we listened. Oh, it's kind of like one of those support groups. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, we don't have a lot of those in Korea, do we? You know, I've tried that, but I was never a fan of that. I don't think it's really good for their health. I would rather put that effort into going to somewhere that they can walk bare feet. You understand what I'm trying to say? I could definitely have them wear shoes, but I just don't think it's very good for them. You know? And so I'd rather go through the trouble of taking them to a place where they can walk bare feet. You know, going out during an hour where it's bearable to be outside, and going to a place where they can walk bare feet. I think that's better for them. Although, you know, people will do what they feel is right. We had early dinner. I got hungry, I guess, or I need some snacks. I took the TOEIC test earlier today. I totally blew it. Okay. It wasn't your first time, was it? Was it your first time taking the... Was it your first time taking the test? I saw on TV the ground's temperature was high as 42 degrees yesterday. I don't really know like how high is high in terms of like the ground temperature, but as soon as I go out, I usually put my hand on the ground and see if it's hot. So that's one of the reasons I almost always have to take my dogs to a park, where there's usually some grass that they can walk on. Well, yeah, it's cute, but, you know, they hate it, and I don't think it's very good for their health. So I'm going to go for a walk as late as I can, around 10. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. That is probably a good idea. Why don't you use dog strollers when it's very hot? Actually, I do. I always carry a dog stroller in my car. But, you know, they need to walk, right? They need to get the exercise. So I still have to take them out somewhere where there's a little bit of grass and maybe even some dirt. So I usually take them out to a park. But I do. You're right. Yeah, I do have a stroller in my car. It's always in my car. This is your first time taking the test since 5 years ago? Oh, so this is your first test in 5 years. That means the last time you took the test was 5 years ago. Okay. How did it feel? Why though? Do you need a score? Are you trying to obtain a license or something? Have you watched the video that Golden Retriever welcomes the thief? That is so cute. Yeah, they tend to do that, right? I think I've seen a number of those videos. They're just not built to do any security job. Oh, support group. That's a proper name. The teachers were very professional. I don't know if that's like the technical term they use for groups like that, but I don't know. Based on your explanation, that's what it sounded like. There's probably another name for that. Internationally certified trainers from the NVC Center. Okay, I don't know what center that is, but it sounds very professional. I think I could try the teacher job there after I retire later. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, stay within the community. Be a part of it, play a role even after you retire. It's a good plan. No, it's not ice cream. Although it does feel very close to an ice cream. It's actually pudding, chocolate pudding. Hello, Cherry Name. How you doing? I need an English score because I want to go to the U.S. Oh, okay. Does that mean you want to get a job in the U.S.? Is that why you need a TOEIC score? Just finished one of your reviews and it turns out a new video was being made at the same time. Oh, you mean this one right now? Hey, Yunim, what's up? How's it going? It's been a while. Hey, Mingnim, yeah, it's been a while. We haven't seen you in quite some time. Welcome back. Where have you been? Just submitted graduation application. Please, graduation application. You mean graduate school? How are you? What's your favorite food? What's my favorite food? Pizza. I guess, I don't know. Depends. But there's almost never a time when I don't want to have pizza. So I guess it's one of my favorite foods. What about you, Kanyun? What's your favorite food? Yeah, what's up? Welcome back. Maybe it's 4 times in this week. We're so lucky. Oh, you mean the number of streams that we've done? Grad school? 영어 no base면 어떻게 해야죠? No base요? Basis? You have no basis? Like 전혀? 어느 정도 베이스가 없는 읽지도 못해요? 읽지도 못하는 수준이면은 읽는 것부터 해야 되는데. 읽지도 못한다. 그거부터 해야 돼요. 읽는 것부터. 읽는 것부터 해야 되는데 저라면은요. 만약에 제가 리님이잖아요. 읽지도 못해요. 저라면 어떻게 시작을 할 거 아니냐면 제가 꽤 자주 추천하는 방법인데 내가 하루 중에 자주 쓰는 말들을 한국어로 목록으로 쭉 만들어요. 그거를 AI chatbot한테 줘요. ChatGPT든 뭐 제미나이든 누구한테 줘요. 이거 다 영어로 바꿔줘. 해요. 그럼 이제 뭐 1분도 안 걸려서 다 바꿔줄 거예요. 그걸 보면서 내가 못 읽겠는 거 있잖아요. 그거를 걔한테 읽어달라고 그래요. 음성으로 채팅하면서 읽어달라고. 아니면은 요즘은 그 어딘가에 입력을 하면은 그걸 음성으로 읽어주는 서비스도 어렵지 않게 찾을 수 있을 거예요. 그렇게 해서 그거를 말로 하는 거를 소리를 배워요. 그런 다음에 그거를 계속 반복해요. 반복하고 내가 그 상황에서 그 말을 쓰는 상황에 왔을 때 그 말을 내가 하는 상상을 하면서 그리고 일과를 보내면서 실제로 그 말을 하는 상황에 왔다면 그 말을 실제로 영어로 해보고. 그러니까 이게 머리에 지식을 쌓는 거를 그것도 어느 정도 해야 되겠지만 너무 그거를 위주로 하지 말고 활용을 위주로 많이 해봐야 돼요. 처음부터. 영어는 써야 들어요. 공부한다고 느는 거 아니에요. So, 저라면 그렇게 시작할 것 같아요. I live in Saudi Arabia. Heat is killing me, but no humidity. No humidity. That's good, right? I think that's so much better. I don't really know how hot it gets in terms of temperature, but if there's no humidity, that's so much better, I think. Oh, so yeah, you prefer that than the summer in Korea. How long have you? How long have I been married? I've been married for more than 10 years. I love bread so much. Any kinds of bread. I love bread. Okay. That's good for you. Good for you, 하나님. 서울대에서 주최하는 탭스 시험을 처음 봤는데 좌절하고 생소한 단어가 왜 이렇게 많은지. 탭스 시험 보다가 토익 시험 보면 쉽다는데 무슨 말인지 알 것 같다는. Aha. I see. So the TEPS test is really hard, huh? I just submitted my resignation letter. I'm done. So wow. Okay. So are you retired now? Or you're just done with the job you were working at? Because I just took a shower and didn't feel like putting on a hat. want to have one for Finnish. Yum. One for Finnish? Not really sure what that. 쌤, 님은 매일 같은 말을 해야 하는 순간이 많으실 텐데? 매일 같은 말을 해야 하는 순간이 많으실 텐데 짜증 한 번 안 내고 다 하나 답해 주시네요. 정말 프로전 시 엄청나요. 진짜 well, I appreciate the kind words, but yeah, it's you have to be patient. I have to be patient. I mean, getting mad won't change. It won't improve anything, right? Every day I have some struggling to speak English. Listening is fine, but speaking is so difficult. Well, you just gotta speak every day. Use it every day. Use it as much as you can. Sounds rude a bit, but I don't think Koreans don't have basis in English at all. You already know somewhat. I don't think Koreans don't have base. Oh, you mean like no matter who you are, if you are Korean, you at least know you have a little basis? Is that what you're saying? Because we all learn a little bit in school. Maybe leaning was just being just exaggerating a little bit. Korea is so freaking humid. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah, chocolate pudding. I'm done. What did I have for dinner? I had some leftover food from yesterday. What is your secret to looking so young even in your middle age? I don't think anybody has a secret. It's just lucky, I guess. So I decided to pay for my English speaking, make money with speaking English and paying my... Decided to pay for my English speaking, make money with speaking English and pay for my speaking. Are you saying that you decided to pay for like private lessons or something? I've been studied, have PP with your videos every day. Thanks. Studying. You've been studying. That's great. Do you cut your hair yourself or have someone else cut it for you? I cut my own. I cut my own hair. I do it myself. I'm new here. What's your favorite fruit in this summer? My favorite fruit? I eat a whole watermelon every week. Damn. Okay. Wow. Where do you get your watermelon? Watermelons are like super expensive nowadays, aren't they? Although, Amber really likes watermelons. Actually, she likes all types of fruit. So I have been having quite a lot of watermelon lately because I don't normally crave watermelon. But since Amber loves it so much, we've been buying. I think we just finished our second watermelon this season. So not nearly as much as you, but I don't really have a favorite fruit. I'm just done this job. Okay, for joining this company. I studied English using your YouTube quite late, but oh, okay, that's great. Hey, it's my pleasure. Glad I can help. So, what's next for you then, Chenny? What's next? It was bloody hot today, but it's gonna be same tomorrow. Oh, that's so terrifying. I meant chocolate pudding. Can I use one for finishment for dessert? You didn't get so, huh? I'll need to go back and see what you said before. I want to have one for finish. I'm not sure what you meant by for finish. What do you mean for finish? Oh, you mean as dessert? Then you should say dessert rather than finish. You should say I want one for dessert. For dessert. 호주에 오긴 했는데 재택근무하다 보니 보통 나갈 일이 없어서 aged care 센터에서 말동무 해주는 volunteer 해볼까 해요. Okay. Well, that's you gotta do something. How do you deal with cases where students object to your teaching of English, such as when they claim that can be used as the past tense of can? How do I deal with? Well, I tell them, it's I could be wrong. But could is not the past of can. It's used like the past of can, but it is not the past of can because modal verbs cannot have tense variation. It's really simple. Modal verbs cannot have tense variation. Tense variation only happens with verbs. And can and could each are modal verbs. There is no tense variation. Hello again, Sam. I'm doing watching it live while babysitting. Okay, cool. All right. I guess I could. I don't know. No, we're just chatting. I'm just here for a quick chat with you guys before I have to take my dogs out. My weekend was, I spent most of the day today cleaning my room. You really can't tell, but I've been moving around a lot of stuff because it was a complete mess in here. I had to do something about it. I had been putting it off for weeks, and I finally worked up the courage to start like cleaning things up, throwing away some stuff. Basically, just putting things away. There was just so many random stuff like all over the place. But sometimes we can say like ice cream for finish. No, don't you? No. I never say that. I guess you could say that. I've never heard anybody say that. 지금 기차 타는 방에서 We will soon be arriving이라고 하는 게 arrive가 아니라 어색하게 들었는데 옛날 쌤이 he will be giving a speech 이번에 줬던 게 Oh yeah, so it's using the continuous tense is you should just consider it as something that's already put into motion, so it's happening, right? So let's say that you bought tickets to go to Thailand next week. Then you could say, oh, I'm going to Thailand next week. I'm going to Thailand, or I will be going to Thailand. And we use the continuous tense because the plan is set and everything is already set in motion. All right? Things are arranged and are already moving towards that plan. And so that's why they use the continuous tense. Do you have any plans to learn other languages other than... No, I don't. What about you? Do you? Yes, I need something like lecture or video chat for my speaking English. Think about that. Is it worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. Unless it's my videos or lectures. You can buy my lecture and that's totally worth it. And my book is totally worth it. But other than that, I don't think it's worth it. Actually, I'm cabin crew right now in Middle East, and my new plan is nothing. Just want to go... Oh, okay. So you had been working until very recently as a cabin crew, and now you're kind of between jobs at the moment, right? Just want to go Korea first and take some get some rest for 3 to 4 months. Then okay, cool. All right. So you'll be just taking a break for a 3 or 4 month break before you move on to your next thing. What's your favorite thing living in America? My favorite thing? I don't have a lot of memory left because it's been so long and I was so little. But I guess what I liked was that you could be friends with basically anybody. It doesn't matter what age they are. It doesn't matter what ethnic group they belong to. You can pretty much just be a friend to anybody. And because of that, one of the first things you ask somebody is their name. Even if the person is like 10, 20 years older or younger than you, it doesn't really matter. You just ask their name and you can be friends. It doesn't really matter. That almost never happens in Korea. That would be great, and that sounds great. 어느 것이 더 일반적인 것인지 궁금하다고요? Well, they are used in different situations. That would be great은 그러면 좋겠다. 그러면 좋겠다. That sounds great은 뭐 이것도 이제 뭐 상황의 변수가 너무나도 많을 수가 있는데 예를 들어서 누가 예를 들어서 그 누가 나 대신에 주문을 어디 가서 주문을 대신해 줘요. 그래서 야 난 그냥 라떼 마실게. 나 화장실 다녀오는 동안 주문해 줘. 근데 화장실 다녀왔는데 지금 우유가 떨어졌다고 해서 라떼 안 된다고 해서 그냥 아메리카노 주문했어. Oh yeah, that sounds great. 그 상황에서는 that would be는 아니죠. 왜냐면 이미 일어난 일이니까. So it depends on the situation. 그 둘은 똑같은 상황에서 똑같이 쓰이지가 않아요. It's actually quite different. 쌤은 어릴 때 즐겨 들었던 한국 노래 기억나는 게 있나요? 저 어렸을 때는 한국 노래 안 들었어요. 지금도 사실 거의 안 듣고요. Because when I was little, I was in the US. So I didn't listen to Korean music. Hi Sam, I'm staying in Tampa Bay and planning to visit Disney World with my girlfriend tomorrow. That's great! That sounds like such a fun time! I hope you have such a great time there. Although I was never a really big fan of Disneyland or Disney World. But it sounds like fun. Everyone here speaks broken English. It's not just Saudi Arabia. Even a lot of Americans use broken English. Have you ever confused English with Korean or vice versa in everyday life? Sure, of course. I just noticed the AI translate system corrects an error about what you pronounced. Oh, really? It corrects itself? Really? Based on the context? Oh, that's pretty cool. Does your wife speak English like you? No, she doesn't. Some foreigner asked me if there is any tips for learning Korean, so I gave her an answer just exactly same as you said to us. Just use it every day, use it as much as you can. Yeah, that's the only meaningful thing that you can tell someone, right? As far as learning another language, because that is really the most important thing. What's your favorite movie you've ever seen thus far in your whole life? My favorite movie of all time. My favorite movie of all time. Probably Memento. Hi Sam, I take my dog out for a walk early in the morning these days around 6:30. It's cooler than any time of the day. Oh really? 6:30, it's kind of early. It's a bit hard for me to get up early though. Yeah, it sounds... it doesn't sound very easy. Have you ever had a culture shock in Korea? Sure, a number of times. Do you use an electronic dictionary to look up the English words you don't know? Electronic dictionary? No, I just look it up online. I guess you could call that an electronic dictionary. Not the kind of, not those like little mini PC type, not the ones that we used to use back in like middle school and high school. No, of course not. Who uses those these days? What you said reminds me of something my sister told me. She lived in the US after moving to Europe. She said it felt weird. People don't really make small talk there. Oh, you mean in Europe they don't make small talk? Really? Interesting. Get some rest. Got it. Thanks. My notice period starts from today. Oh, so I still have 1 month. Oh, I see. Okay, so you gave them a month notice, which means that you still have a month. You still have to work for at least another month, right? My last flight is going to be New York. Yay, have you been there? No, I've never been to New York. I have never been to New York. I've actually never been to the East Coast. Yeah, my entire time in the U.S. was on the West Coast. I don't think I've ever left California, actually. How many English words have you memorized? I have no idea. Maybe 100? I have no idea. Who keeps track of those? Do you know how many Korean words you've memorized? I don't think you know. Good evening. I'm newbie here. First time. Nice to see you. By the way, do you have a dog or a cat? Yeah, I have 2 dogs. How about you, LJ? Do you have any dogs? You got any dogs? Have you ever had your IQ measure? IQ tested, you mean? If you have, what's your IQ? No. I think the last time I got my IQ tested was back in like elementary school or something. You know how we used to take like mandatory IQ tests for some reason? But no. Not after I became an adult, no. What about you, troubleshooter Neem? Have you ever had your IQ tested? Do you know your IQ? Mine is probably very low. I'm guessing it's like, I don't know, 80, 90 maybe. Wait, is that pretty high? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let's see. Based on everything you know about me and the conversations that we've had, if you were to guess my IQ, what would it be? Be brutally honest. Oh my god. Whoa! Wow, ChatGPT is being so nice. This is what ChatGPT said. All right, you asked for brutal honesty, so here it is. You're sharp as hell, no question. The way you jump into linguistics, hardware builds, and AI workflows, language education, conspiracy theories, and geopolitics, and you do it all with speed. What? Valerie's being very, very generous. IQ-wise, I throw you comfortably in the 130, 140 range. I'm a genius! So I'm between 100, according to my ChatGPT, I'm between 130 and 140. I thought I would be like 80, 90. Oh, you've never tested your IQ before? Okay. Is there any song that you are into recently? No, not really. How about you? 서윤님? Is there a song that you've been really into lately? 맨사회원 고고? What's 맨사회원? No way, I heard that number. Do you have an editor who does all the editing on your YouTube channel, or do you do all the editing by yourself? I do all the editing. Although there's really not much to edit, I just cut and paste. But even that's too much work. I can't keep up. I find myself always behind on my editing. Maybe I should take a month off of streaming and no upload, just take a month off of streaming, no new videos, and just spend a whole month catching up on my edits. I'm pretty sure I can probably catch up in about a month. If I had a month full of no streaming and no new videos, I could probably catch up on my editing. Maybe I should do that. You have 2 dogs, Golden Retriever and Border Collie. Wow, 2 super energetic dogs. How old are they? Let me guess. They're like 5 and 6? There is no topic today. As you can see in the title and in the description and in the thumbnail, it's just a quick chat. Just a quick chat we're having because I have to take my dogs out at about 45 minutes from now. Looks like I'm gonna have to take them out around 9 or 9:30 because it's just way too hot out right now, and so I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream later tonight. And I didn't really feel like focusing on anything. I spent the entire day cleaning and organizing this room, and I'm just super tired right now. So is racial discrimination severe in the U.S.? May I ask if you'd ever just been discriminated against? I think racial discrimination it's just part of life. Even animals do it. And in a lot of ways, humans are not as good as animals. Although we do have the capability, right? We have the brain capacity to overcome racial discrimination. But, we're just not, a lot of people are just, they're worse than animals. And so I don't think it'll ever go away. Me personally, I don't think I've ever been subjected to very severe racial discrimination. But the way I view racial discrimination, if I were to go out to some Western country or any other country for that matter, and if I had experienced racial discrimination, I wouldn't really feel bad about it. I would just think that it is what it is. I don't think there's any reason to feel bad about racial discrimination. Like if I were to give you I wouldn't really get mad or angry about it. What do you usually do in your free time? I spend time with my family. How about you, Ponyangnim? What do you do? Me, when I'm not working, I spend time with my family. And when you put those together, that's it. They're both 9. Wow, they're pretty old. Okay. They're around Amber's age. All right, cool. So they're getting pretty old now, aren't they? I've been living in Australia on working holiday, but I usually don't go to language school, so I don't make up people from US or like that. I don't make up people from US or EU like that. I don't get what you're saying in your last sentence. What do you mean by that? I'm into Parcells songs. They have such a nice chilling vibe. Besides, they're really good at live performances. Okay. I think I've heard of Parcells. I think I've heard of them. Could you recommend the way to make a friend? Well, you're asking the wrong person. I only have 3 friends. I only have 3 friends and I almost never meet them. So you're not asking the right person, Kevin. You tell me. When you find out, you let me know. I'd love to know. In America, what do they think of Trump? Well, it's very much divided. Some people love what he's doing, and some people hate him. Just like any other country. Is gender conflict in the U.S. as severe as the one in Korea? I don't know. I guess if I were to spend more time, if I were to spend a few years there, I would know, but I just don't know. I was thinking of running after 9 because it's way too hot today. Yeah, but still over 30 degrees. I'm not sure if I can actually go. You should go to a gym, like a 24-hour gym or something. You should run on the treadmill. Which places do you want to travel next time? Have any places that you two are considering? You mean like overseas or like domestic, like going on domestic trips? You have no friend? Why did you name your dogs Amber and Brody? No particular reason. Easy to remember, easy to say, and they look, Amber looked like Amber, Brody looked like Brody, and so we thought the name went well with their looks. So it's pretty much the same reason anybody gives their dog any name. So, did you experience these extreme heat when you live in the U.S.? No. Well, I was on the West Coast in California, and there's almost no humidity there. It gets really hot. It gets very, very hot, but no humidity. So it wasn't nearly as bad as it is here. I mean, this place it's just so painful, right? In the summer, and it's getting worse, don't you think? I love your haircut. Where do you usually... I cut my own hair. I do it in the bathroom. Although my wife hates it. She says, please go to the salon or a barber shop and get it cut. But I am determined to do it myself. And one of these days, I'm gonna master it. One of these days. I like the way you chuckle when you read some comments. Oh, do I chuckle? Doesn't matter. I just anywhere you want. Oh, no. You know, we've been kind of talking about it. We do wanna check out the South Coast one more time, like of Korea, the South Coast, because. The last time we went to Gyeongnam Gojang, that was our first time. Well, that wasn't our first time. We've been to Yeosu, which is kind of the South Coast also. But oh, I'd love it. I've never been to Jeju. My wife and I, we like neither of us have been to Jeju, and so you know we've been talking about we might check it out someday. Do you guys recommend it? Do you guys recommend going to Jeju? Are there any conspiracy theories you believe? If there are, what are those? Conspiracy theories. Sure. There are a lot of conspiracy theories, I believe. You know, there are just so many. I don't know where to begin. How about you, Troubleshooter Neem? Do you have any conspiracy theories you're interested in? Do you watch Reels often? I've watched Reels so much in the last 2 days, I almost feel sorry for my brain. Reels? No, I don't. I usually, yeah, not really. Running outside definitely hits different than the treadmill. Oh, yeah, that's sure. Yeah, you're right about that. But you can, I feel like you can get more proper exercise if you were to, especially in this kind of weather, if you were to go running indoors rather than outdoors. I don't know. It might make for a better workout. I read BBC News this morning. You read BBC News this morning, and it said Donald Trump visited Scotland, and all the comments were swearing, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people are really, really angry with him, especially because of withholding the Epstein files and trying to downplay the significance of the whole Epstein scandal. Because, you know, people believe that he has a lot of involvement in Jeffrey Epstein and the case against him, and people are very angry. Very, very angry. Just between Korean and English, which language do you think is a better language? I don't think any language is better than any other language. How do you determine that? How do you determine that one language is better than the other? There's no way. There's no way. Did you get a haircut? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just, you know, I just took a shower right before the stream, and I cut my hair. Kind of look like a donkey, don't I? It's gotten pretty dark outside already. Wonder what the temperature is like outside. Where's my phone? $29.7. Yeah, I'm really curious how this case will end. Yeah. You know what I think? Because there are so many super rich people that are on that list and who were involved with the Epstein scandal, I think eventually they're going to just keep dragging this, and they're going to cherry pick the ones who eventually show up on the list, and eventually nobody's going to really, nobody's going to really pay for it. Nobody's going to really go to jail. And you know that people are going to be very, very mad. Very, very mad unless some huge public figures go to jail. Nobody's going to be satisfied. Are there any good place nearby for walking out on like stream or something? You mean in my neighborhood? You mean like a creek? No, you know, I just take them to the park. Your eyebrow moving is amazing when you react. What? My eyebrow moving is now. So now I'm really really self-conscious about my eyebrows now since you mentioned it. What was the most funny question you've ever been asked thus far during your YouTube live streaming? I don't know. I don't know. You're very good at cutting your own hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying so. Like military style? Yeah, hey, it's, you know, it's no reason to be surprised. You know, we cut our own nails, we tie our own shoelaces, we wash our own hair, we brush our own teeth. You know, we can cut our own hair. I'm sure it's not as good as if I were to like go to a salon or a barbershop, but it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough for me. Doesn't have to be perfect. Have you ever had your wife cut your hair for you? Yeah, a few times. And she's always willing to do it for me. I just, you know, but then I want the practice, you know, because I want to get better at it. So why would I, you know, miss out on the opportunity to practice? So yeah, you know, although it's not, I know that it doesn't look as good as when my wife does it, or, you know, when I have it cut at the salon or the barbershop, but I want to practice. I want to be better at it. So I just do it myself. It's, yeah, hey, Kujunin, what's up? How's it going? You know, I'm streaming tonight, so I'm having a good day. How about you? Have the music playing, or it depends on the context. You could say leave the music on, or you could just have it playing in the background, or it kind of depends on the context. So, Soyun-nim, can you give us a full sentence maybe, and then I can find the best fitting expression for that? If I try to cut my own hair, then I would end up with big hole in my hair. Sure, yeah, that's okay. It's okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having a big hole in your head? And if someone asks, say, "Hey, what's wrong with your hair? It looks stupid." You say, "Yeah, I messed up. I'm practicing. I'm still learning." Hey, Youngchan-nim, it's been a while. Welcome back. Good to see you too, mate. How you doing? You're in Singapore for a business trip. Wow, that's great. How are things in Singapore? Is it as hot and humid as it is here? I guess that's good to save money and time. Yeah. Like, I thought about this, and, like I said, we trim our own nails. We brush our own teeth. There's absolutely no reason that we can't cut our own hair. You know what I mean? Do you cut your hair with a scissor? Oh, no, I just use a clipper. Just clippers. Oh, so you can just say, "Hey, what's the music that's playing right now?" You can say, "What's the name of the song that's playing right now?" You can just say this. What's the name of the song that's playing right now? Which one? Which one? Not this one, right? Listening is hard for me. Do I have to listen to it a lot? Of course you do. Of course you do. It's not even a question. Of course, absolutely. Now I'm giving a try a cup of kumar. Kumar? I don't know what this is called, with some salt, and it tastes so good. Kumar, what is kumar? What's the difference between Live Academy and Live Academy Toddler? Just the difficulty. Although right now, it doesn't really matter because we're just chatting. But normally, on for the Toddler channel, I tend to focus more on basic stuff, whereas on the main channel we cover a lot of more challenging stuff. Could you recommend the Tumblr like Stanley? I don't know. I just it's not even a Tumblr that I got. My wife, it was one that wait, is it? I don't remember. I don't really recommend this because it doesn't have a handle, so you always have to kind of grip it to hold it, which is kind of a hassle. It's not very not very convenient, and so I don't know. You tell me. You give me a recommendation. Stop ripping on my hair. 여기서 rip on is ripping on my hair? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Stop ripping on my hair. 콩국수 곡물? 플레이리스트 틀고 계신 건가요? Playlist? Yeah. I have a playlist. Is your background room CGI or it's my real room? It's my real room. Not CGI. I'm not that high tech. What is like living in Korea after you used to live in English culture country? Different. It's different. It's very, very different. Although again, I don't have a lot of memory left from when I was living in the US. So, are you into Formula One recently? Formula One. Recently, people like the movie called F1, so I started watching F1 documentary on Netflix, and actually, it's quite interesting. I actually did not see that movie. Not really into like racing sports. I've been busy these days, but tried to read some books. Do you have the books in mind you want to read or recommend to your subscribers? No, I don't. I really don't do a lot of reading. I do not do a lot of reading. Although recently, no. Lately, I've been trying to read this book. I'm still only like halfway through the book, but the book is called Amusing Ourselves to Death. Have you guys seen that? So, I don't know. I just read the kind of the premise of the book, and I thought it was interesting, so I just bought the ebook. I've been reading it. It's called Amusing Ourselves to Death. Do you leave the air conditioning on all day long when you stay at home? Not all day long, but throughout most of the day when it's hot. there's a rip on이라는 표현이 나와서 찾아보니까 비난다하? 조롱하다? 뜻이더라고요. Rip on? Huh. I'm not very familiar with that expression. So, yeah, I wouldn't know. What's your favorite American drama you've ever seen thus far? American drama? You mean American show? Not drama. Because I don't watch dramas. I hate dramas. Anyway, so what American show? My favorite American show of all time? I guess Breaking Bad. 제 계량법 Legal Metrology를 총괄하는 부서에 있는데 inch 썼다가 한 소리 들었습니다. centimeter 쓰라고요. 국제적인 약속이라서 centimeter 써주세요. 쌤을 통해 깨알 홍보합니다. Oh. Okay. How do you handle your frustration? I don't know. I hug Amber. I hug Amber and kiss Brody. That's how I handle my frustration. No, I do not watch UFC. Did you watch all seasons of Breaking Bad? Of course. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? I could recommend one. Cursed Bunny by Oh shit, someone actually bought me that book. I have that book somewhere. I got it as a gift. I haven't read one page of it. You look like... Oh, really? Oh, okay. I guess that's not a bad thing. Okay, cool. What do you do for fun lately? It's been so hot to... for fun? For fun. Well, you know, like I said before, when I'm not working, I spend time with my family. And that's fun for me. That's fun enough for me. Yep. If you live in States, which part do you prefer? If I were to, you mean, if I were to move to the States and live somewhere in the States, which part would I prefer? Eastern or Western? Okay, well, I've only been to the West Coast. I have not been to anywhere southern part I've never been anywhere in the southern part of the U.S. nor the eastern side or anywhere in anywhere else in the U.S. for that matter. And so I really wouldn't know. So yeah, I guess I would need to visit those places before I can say that I have a preference. Kumar is like when the beans are squeezed, some liquid comes out. Oh, okay. So mix that with some water, and it's called kumar. It can be used for a noodle dish like hummus. Okay. Well, so like juices from the beans, I guess. Did you use your Korean name when you were living in the U.S.? No, I didn't. Oh, Amber doesn't like it. At least she doesn't like it when I kiss her. I think she likes it when my wife kisses her. But Brody, he's all about the kisses. He demands kisses. Do you prefer ebook? Do you prefer ebook reader to paper books? I think so. Yeah. Hello. Soybean milk. Do you think writing in English is the best way to improve an ability to speak in English? No. And if you think about it, that makes no sense. That's like saying do you think reading books about how to play the piano is the best way to improve your piano playing skills? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Sometimes with bean pulp. Are you going to take iced water or tea to somewhere that you'll walk your dogs? Not iced water, but I will take a bottle of cold water. Yeah, because Amber gets really thirsty during our walks. What is your most strongest memory when you were in the U.S.? When I was in school, we went on this space camp trip to this very wooded area somewhere in the forest. I don't really have a lot of memory. I don't know where it was, but we all got on the bus. We went somewhere. I think it was a kind of space camp. And we all stayed in this log cabin. And the facility was just really amazing. Like the cafeteria there, the place where we slept. And we would go in like to the we would walk up to the mountains in the middle of the night. And in the middle of the mountains, they had like this area where they had telescopes installed, and we would just look into the telescopes and just do some space viewing. That was very, very fun. One of my best memories in the U.S. Do you prefer American-style chicken like KFC or Korean-style chicken like brinker? I don't know what brinker is. But, if I'm being honest, KFC is not that different from, typical Korean fried chicken, is it? I mean, I guess you could say they're kind of different, but fried chicken is fried chicken, right? So I like most types of fried chicken. I have a bigger brother. What's your number in the order? I have one older brother. That's it. I have one older brother who does not really like me. He told me, "You'll never see me again. Don't ever come visit me." I said, "Okay." I don't know why my family doesn't like me. Well, okay, so I kind of know why, but I don't understand like what I did that was so wrong. You know? And so so just I don't know. My family, they don't like me for some reason. Recently I got a new job and a bit nervous to fit in again. Okay. So you got a new job working somewhere else. Again. Okay. So you're going to be working with a new group of people now. Beginning of the year, there were a lot of viewers, but now it's middle of the year, so much less people, right? Oh, you mean on my channel? Beginning of the year? Yeah, you know, what I'm hoping is that people got my message and they're not necessarily tuning into my content, but they're tuning into other English content, which is actually the better way to learn English, actually. So that's what I'm hoping is happening. Another thing that could be happening is that they just got tired of trying. You know, they tried for several months and they thought, and you know, it's hard. It's hard to be consistent, and so they just kind of lost interest. They lost their willpower, and that's what's probably happening. I know I shouldn't do that. I want to grab some little night snack. How about you guys? Late night snack? Not in Jeju, but Incheon again. Oh, okay. Brinkel is chicken sprinkled with cheese powder. Ooh, that doesn't sound very good. No, I don't think I would like that. I haven't tried it, but I don't think I would like that. Not for me. I'm curious how my first Grab food delivery service trial in Singapore will pan out. It should be delivered soon. Curious how your first Grab food delivery service. Grab? Okay. They have a service called Grab. I haven't heard of that. As I'm growing older, I prefer peksuk to chicken. That makes sense. New workplace that need to use English. Oh, you'll be using English at your new workplace. Really? Okay, that'll be great, right? Do you consider yourself a celeb? Of course not. Of course not, because I'm not. Why? I mean, do you consider yourself a celeb? No. Of course, I'm not. Getting old, but I like chicken more than peksuk. It's same as gym at the beginning of the year. Yeah, pretty much. Can you tell me about your MBTI? I'm so curious. I don't know what my MBTI is. Like, how do you find the time, and especially how do you find the patience to actually go through all those questions? It's just so boring. I'm not that eager to find out about myself. I know who I am, and I don't need some test to tell me who I am. I know pretty well who I am, so I don't need something to, you know, define me. And I don't necessarily feel like I have to belong anywhere, so yeah. Never really got into the MBTI stuff. So we are such green frogs who are watching your stream now. Well, I wouldn't really. Well, you're just. I'm hoping you're tuning in because you enjoy it, and maybe you're being consistent. As I always say, like if there are 100 people in Korea trying to learn English, only 10% actually make it. Whatever you want. I'm not sure what I did, but I just can't read YG's comment in months. Huh? Do you have any plans to test your MBTI? Nope. I have plans not to. I plan not to test my MBTI. as I said, I don't feel the need to be categorized into any, any group. I don't feel, I know exactly who I am. I don't need a test to tell me what kind of person I am. Like, why though? Why don't you know who you are? Actually, I'm sick of MBTI thing. My wife always judged me like, you're T, that's why you're doing this and that. Okay. So, wait, so that means your wife doesn't like you? Well, there's only one answer to that. Right? You should tell her. You should wait. Hey, wife, are you saying that you don't like me? The person who has million subscribers should be... I don't know. You don't really know who you are? Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. I have not tested MBTI, but I know I'm INTP because all my life I've heard what INTP's hearing. Okay. Well, what difference does that make? Like, what does it matter if you are any one of the MBTI models? What difference does that make? Doesn't make any difference. And there's no such thing as like one MBTI model is better than another, right? There's just people are different. Once you mentioned you like all kinds of chickens, everybody's talking about chicken. You don't believe personality theory by blood type, do you? No, I don't believe it. No. Did you test MBTI, Sam? What's your type? I have not tested it. And I plan on not testing it. Because it's stupid. It's a waste of time, guys. It's stupid and it's a waste of time. Why are people so desperate to, find a group to belong to? That's so sad. It's very nice of you to say that, JC. Why would you not think of you as a celeb? It's I don't know. It's such a small community, I know 1 million subscribers is a lot. I know that, but just we're only focused. All I do is help people learn English. That's it. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go into the convenience store to buy some snacks. Could you recommend something? 신라면. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Let's say that I'm a P. So what? So what? That doesn't clarify anything. That doesn't mean anything. What if I'm a P? What if I'm a T? What if I'm an I? What if I'm a Z? What if I'm an FI? What difference does that make? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. I've been studying English for about a year, but I still can't understand. My ears are weird. No, that's not true. It takes longer than a year. It takes years. It takes more than 5 years. MBTI is supposed to understand other opposite type of people better. You mean it's supposed to help you understand others better? So the way I see it, MBTI is only good for one thing, is for like long distance relationships. Let's say you have to work with a business partner, right? And you've never met the person, you've never had a long conversation with the person, And so it's really hard to have any sort of idea what that person is like, right? And sometimes you want to make business flow better between the two. And so if you knew what the other person's MBTI is, you might kind of adjust your behavior or how you communicate with that person based on their MBTI. Now, it could come in handy in that kind of a relationship, but other than that, MBTI is just, if I wanted to know who you are, I would just talk to you. I wouldn't ask for your MBTI. That's lazy. That is so lazy. And who knows, you might fall under a category that's like between like two models, right? We can't say that everybody falls in one of those categories. We can't. That's impossible, right? If I wanted to know who someone was, I would just talk to that person and make that decision for myself. I'm not going to ask them for an MBTI. That is so inhuman. Come on, let's be more human, okay? I don't see what MBTI test is all false. Yeah, well, I think it's just part of our nature. People are always, we have a innate desire to belong to something, to feel a sense of belonging. But if you think about it that way, it's also something that divides us. It's something that puts us into different categories, and it creates more division between people, and I hate that. And so that's why it's one of the reasons I couldn't really care less about MBTIs. People just love putting everything into neat little boxes. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. Like earlier, someone was having trouble with their wife complaining that you're a T. You see what happens? It's a basis for discrimination. Do you understand British accents right away? When I worked with a colleague from the UK, I had to ask them to repeat themselves at least twice every time. Well, you have to get used to it, of course. It's the same with like regional dialects in Korean as well. We have regional dialects that we sometimes have hard time understanding. Hi, it is my first time to join this live chat. I would like to know, when do you do live on your channel, or where can I get the information? We don't have a fixed schedule, and I tend not to announce streams like hours before the stream. I usually just, when I want to stream, I just start streaming, and when I do stream, it's usually around this time, like around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening at night. And, I try to stream as often as I can. So although I go back and forth between the toddler channel and the main channel, but I stream as often as I can. I think this is like someone mentioned this is like my 4th or 5th stream this week. So I stream pretty often. And when I do stream again, it's around this time. So, but I'm afraid that we don't have a fixed schedule. Actually, knowing it makes us to be able to understand how others are pursuing the world. Huh? It can help us understand each other a little bit when we work together. Well, like I said, if it's like a long-distance relationship, right, then I think it could help. But if you can actually interact with that person in person, if you can talk to that person, I don't think MBTI really matters, because you can make that decision yourself. You can determine for yourself what kind of person it is. And usually, isn't that more accurate? Isn't it more accurate to interact with the person yourself and determine that yourself, rather than basing it on some MBTI? It's kind of like it's like when there's a movie and instead of watching the movie and having your own opinion about the movie, you just read, you don't even watch the movie, you just read the story and you read what others are saying about the movie and you choose the opinion that you like about that movie and you make it yours. It's kind of like that. It's so fake if you think about it. Yeah, I hope you tell us about your new job. How tell us, keep us updated. You just got back home? Okay. No, you're not late. We're not doing anything today, so it's okay. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters today. Okay. I hear that's really popular nowadays. Sam, just out of curiosity, do you ever consider getting another job? Do you plan to run this channel forever? I don't even have plans for next week. I have no idea what's going to happen in many years from now, so I just go with the flow. MBTI has existed with us for a long time. I remember that we could get a free MBTI test in the university about 25 years ago. Really? It was about job choice. Is there any reason MBTI is in craze now? I don't know. I don't know. I assumed the food I ordered would be delivered to my hotel room like Pemin, but I was wrong. It turns out that there's a pickup counter in the hotel lobby. Oh, okay. Huh. I see. They asked you if you could speak English during the interview, and what'd you say? Do you keep your air conditioner on or off when you sleep? Off. How about you? Troubleshooting? What about you? I said I can speak basic English. Kick their ass. Okay. I think I have to go take my dogs out now. That's odd. New job? Oh, it's YG. YG is the one who got a new job. Do you think I should get a job? How long do you think it'll take to speak English like a native speaker? Depends. Depends how much you use it. One thing for sure is if you don't start using it, that day will never come. That I know for sure. When can you start speaking like a native speaker? That totally depends on how much you use it. But one thing for sure is that day will never come if you don't start now. The crescent moon is out? Okay, I gotta go see it. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for spending this time with me. I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys. We'll chat some other day. We'll chat some other time, okay? I gotta go see that crescent moon. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Try to stay cool, if possible. And hopefully I can see you guys really soon. In the next live stream or in the next lesson video or whatever. Have a good night. I'll see you guys soon.